So, on one of my previous makeup videos, someone asked if I could show how I use eyeliner. And I use a couple different kinds of things. I actually use just regular eyeshadow as eyeliner, and I'll show you how I do that. And I also use a gel eyeliner pencil. I love a gel. It glides on. I noticed I've got some pencils that I love the color, but they pull on my skin, and we know as we get older that delicate eyelid, it just is almost paper thin. And so if you have to tug and pull at it to get color on, first of all, I don't think it's good for your eyelid. Second of all, I feel like your line is going to be jaggedy. And so I just prefer a gel eyeliner. It's just smoother. And the ones that I use are water resistant as well. So they stay put pretty well. I like to use an eyeliner. I don't use it every day, but some days I just feel like I need a little extra oomph. It really does help open up the eyes, make you look more wide awake. And I have read a couple of different articles that say like older women over 50, 60, 70 should use black or brown for eyeliner. And honestly, I feel like, why? Just use whatever color you feel like you want to use. I just don't think that we should put ourselves in a little black and brown box, even though I love, and it's typically what I do wear, is a brown eyeliner, just because it goes with everything. But every once in a while, I like a teal, a navy blue. I just think that can sometimes just snap you out of a little, it just brings a different kind of look to your face. Okay, so I've got makeup on, I've got a foundation on. I didn't do anything else, just the under eye and foundation because we're concentrating on the eyes. So first of all, what I am going to do is use eyeshadow, and I'll show you how I use eyeshadow as an eyeliner. And I am using, of course, Elf. And this is, let's see, this palette is pumpkin pie. So I probably got it last fall. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if they do pumpkin pie all year long. But there are some mattes. So there's a dark brown matte, kind of more of an orangey brown matte, and then bronze shimmer, and more of a gold shimmer. And I use all of those. But when I'm just talking about the eyeliner, I'm using, and I don't, the name of the brush has worn off. So I'm not sure. But it is a nice, let it get it, here we go in front of that. Very thin edge at an angle. And that works really well for this. So I am going to wet it down, and I am just using, I just use a spray of distilled water or filtered water and lavender. But if I have like a face serum, which one of these days I'm going to show you how I make my own, because heaven forbid I pay for something that I could make myself. So I'm going to wet that brush, get it nice and wet. And then I am going to, can I do this? Whew, no, I can't. I'm just going to swirl it so you can see how it is kind of wet. Swirl it and get the edges, the top, the edges. Okay, so now I've got that loaded. And then it's going to be too hard for me to do it that way. I just have to go over here. I'm going to pull, I'm not going to pull it super tight, but I have to pull it a little bit taut just to get a line started. I'm going to start at the inside corner, and I'm just going to kind of, I'm going to close my eyes, but leave it open just a little titch. And I lay it there, and then I draw it, lift it up, lay it down, draw it. So it's almost like dashes. I'm just doing dashes because first of all, I'm noticing as I get older, my hand shakes just a little tiny bit, especially with little tiny detailed things. So it shakes a little bit. I don't trust myself just to go, and I might have to reload the eyeshadow on the brush. All right. Okay, very faint, very faint. So I'm going to add more. I'm going to add a little bit more wet to that brush. I'm going to dab it in here again. Load that up. Start on the inside corner one more time, right at the lash line. So it's almost as if I'm getting some of those lashes filled as well. I don't want to see a gap between the line and my lashes. Okay, so. And then at the end, this gets a little tricky. That actually looks really good. Sometimes you accidentally do something great, and then you have to recreate that on the other side. So then sometimes you have to just keep going back and forth, back and forth. It's like cutting your own bangs. You end up with bangs up to here. But that doesn't look too bad. I'll probably add just, and here, I don't want to go like that either because then I do that and it pops back and then you don't know what's going to happen. So just a little bit. I think I'm just going to take it just like that. I don't like a defined wing at my age, for me. You can do whatever you want. You can have a wing out to your eyebrows if you want. I say go for it. I say try and fly with those wings. But for me, I just like it a little bit more subtle. And then typically I'll come back and I might even smudge that. So this is very subtle, extremely subtle. The cool thing with this is that you could come back and just keep building it up, keep building it up. So I like to do it with the eyeshadow because then later I can come back, use my eyeshadow brush and maybe go in the crease and it looks lighter because it's not wet, right? So it'll be a little bit lighter, but it'll still go with that line. All right. For my other eye, I'm going to use the gel pencil, and this is actually a little bit trickier for me, even though I like to use pencils because they are so convenient. You just have the pencil. You don't need the water and the brush and the shadow and all of that, right? So same thing. I'm going to start the inside corner. Once again, I'm not going to draw a full line. I should try it just for the heck of it. I'll see. I'll see how I feel when I get in there. Okay. Yeah, that's too scary. I don't even think I touched my eyelid. All right. It's like I freaked myself up. I feel like I have too much moisturizer there. There goes my mouth again. All right. Yeah, this does not. Oh no. It's coming out. Dang it. See? I think you have to be willing to make mistakes when it comes to eyeliner, right? So I would not use an eyeliner that you've never used before, like 20 minutes before you're supposed to go out the door in the evening or the morning or whenever you're leaving your house. This is something I would play with. Why not have a makeup play date with yourself and try different techniques? Go on YouTube. Do you know how many makeup tutorials there are on YouTube? A lot. So I think have fun with it. Yeah, this is going to be a thicker line. I'm okay with that. But there is a gap between the lashes and the line. So I'm going to go back and try to just get that. Oh, now I've gone even further out. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now we're at the end. Some people say on eyes of a certain age that you should do your wing. It's a shorter wing and it goes up instead of out, like more like that. They're here and then boop up because they say that uplifts it. You can try it, see what you like. Try one way on one eye, try it a different way on your other eye. Yeah, that went nowhere. Okay, I kind of like that. And I feel like if you were doing something where you were on camera, you might want to go heavier, right? Because the 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 camera just like mutes everything, and so you end up you look like you're not wearing makeup when actually you are. So this just brightens those eyes, makes them just a little bit more. I don't really, if you saw this up close, it doesn't look that great. So if I were going out, I would probably go over the gel eyeliner with a pencil, with a brush, just to even it out just a little bit and to get it closer to the lash line. So now I've defeated the entire purpose of how easy it is to use the gel. So don't listen to me. Or listen to me with a grain of salt, right? I think the main thing is like, I'm not going to teach you something you probably don't already know. I feel like I'm just here to like support you in playing with it. Which is another reason why I like less expensive makeup, because it's not so precious or dear that we feel like we can't play with it, we can't experiment with it. Why not have fun? Honestly, like what I would love to do is just like invite, so my oldest is my daughter, and she is 40, and what fun that would be for she and I just to have a makeup night and to try things out on each other. Because I remember what it was like when she was like 5 doing my makeup. It would be a completely different experience. The lipstick would be on my lips. The eyeshadow would be on the eyeshadow. It would just be fun. So why not do that with yourself? Have fun. Experiment. And like I said, try some colors. What if you tried a blue? What if you did this brown and then did a blue over it? Let's see what that looks like. Let's just experiment right now. I have blue. I have a navy blue. And this is another Laura Geller gel pen. Let's just see what happens. I'm pulling in a little bit tight here. There we go, almost a straight line. Whew. And I don't think you can see, well, maybe you can. Maybe you can see navy blue and brown. But what I see is just even more definition, more like my eye just popped. Hopefully not out of my face, right? And if you want to, I typically don't, but go under your eyes too. Now, when I was 20, I was doing my waterline. Don't do your waterline. I mean, I hate to say don't do something, but I feel like it's just a really good way to get an eye infection. So let's just go under just a titch, maybe just the corner. So not all the way under, just the corner. And that just sort of finishes this corner line so it doesn't look like it's hanging out there all alone with nothing supporting it. So I think of this as more like just a little supporting role, all right? So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got some information from that. Oh, I'm Amy. This is Aging Audaciously, where we have fun breaking the rules, like Blue eyeliner, for goodness sakes. Why not? Why not, right? All right. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.